All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Tuesday intraday / day trade analysis. I'm going to be going over these charts, trying to find some trades that we can possibly get into. Gonna be doing it a little different than what I usually do, and also going to add a little bit of pizzazz to it. Pizzazz. So I suppose that this Zoom might be a little longer than usual. I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, well, there it is. Never mind. Cool. Awesome. All right. So right now, I am in a dilemma, right? Because right now I am watching the DXY to see if it's going to respect this little zone that's right here on the hourly time frame to go bullish, right? I'm watching to see if price is going to hold at this level to end up going bullish with the DXY, right? On the 4-hour time frame, we do have prices the buy is still looking solid, even if the price does break this and comes down over here. The buy is still looking solid, right? But I don't necessarily want to get into this bullish move yet, because we have this sell on the 1-hour time frame, and if price does end up dropping to like 92.88, which is right here, then that would be a better, that in my honest suggestion, that might be a better opportunity for us to get into a buy for US dollar pairs and stuff like that, right? Because some people can't trade DXY. I know some brokers offer it that you could trade it. I don't know how many of you guys have that type of broker, but yeah. So I'm still watching if price is going to respect this zone before I decide if I want to take if I want to start being bullish on DXY pairs. Like if I want to get into a EURUSD sell or anything like that. And so if I'm going to this, just the regular charts, I have the same thing mapped out. This is how I used to trade. If you don't have any knowledge of the type of trading, then, well, not knowledge, but if you're not savvy in trading this type of way, then I would have suggested. But let me move this up a little bit more slightly. There we go. But yeah, so yesterday I mapped this out that I like seeing this drop to down here and then a push up. So I still need to see price respect right here. Where's the volume? Oh yeah, I forgot volume doesn't appear on this. Yeah, I would still expect, I want to see how price reacts right here. And if it doesn't follow what I had drawn yesterday, then I wouldn't mind seeing another double bottom. And then even price might even just consolidate in between these two zones right here. But like I said, as for right now, just watching it. Let me go on to EURUSD to see. I don't like this new update. I really don't like this new update for TradingView. I rather prefer the old one, to be honest. But hey, you gotta adapt to change, right? It's not really that much of a change. So, and yeah, so likewise with EURUSD, price went bullish, and I'm just like, I'm just going to wait and see how it's going to handle here. Price on the 1-hour time frame has already came up to the upper danger zone and all that, so I'm cool. And as you can see, I had this line chart right here, and it's the same thing, right? I'm just waiting to see if price is going to respect this zone right here for me to go short on it. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that it's still calling for the sell, and it came up here. It came up here last time, then it respected it, then it's come up here once again. So I'm really looking to sell this right now. I really want to see if price is going to keep dropping. And I like the candle that I'm seeing on the 4-hour. So I would love if price is going to respect it to start shorting to break these lows. But if it doesn't break these lows, then it just might consolidate a bit, right? So what my suggestion might be, and I'm only drawing this out so that we could see where these lows are. So my suggestion for EURUSD, let me go on a 15-minute time frame real quick. The 1 hour, like I said, the 1 hour and the 15-minute, they're calling for sells. What I would do personally is I'm really looking for the sell. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, unless this gets broken, I'm looking for the sell. So I'm gonna go ahead and risk like 25 pips. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm gonna go in 1 hour again because the 15-minute is obviously starting to set up, but it's not even like remotely close to calling for the sell. Well, not remotely, like if in a couple hours it will. But this is what I'm looking at for right now. And if price does hit my stop loss, it's okay. It's 20 pips. I'm not really gonna try to risk too much pips on this trade. But yeah, so if price can respect right here, I'm looking to take it. I want to take it like down to create a lower low, but I'm okay with taking like most of my profits down at these lows. So the risk to reward is 1 and 2.3. That's 50, like basically 60 pips for 25 pips. I like those odds. Let me see what this looks like. I just don't like how the arbitrage Z and the level pro are looking because they look like they want to go bullish. So and this is just, the hotkey will be changed. They shouldn't change that, but whatever. Let me look on a 30-minute. It's just, it looks the same, honestly. Just if price respects up here, then sell it down. Yeah. I just, like I said, the 1 hour and the 15-minute, the 1 hour's already basically hit the upper danger zone. So I'm just looking for shorts right now. I'm okay with, let me see, EURUSD. See, this is why I don't like it, because when he switched tabs, then it just like switches. It's different. Just a little different. I like the way how it was before, but again, gotta adapt. And so for the EURUSD, yeah, I have the same exact thing drawn up right here on those, just the regular charts. I want to see price respect these levels. Oops, wrong one. And I'm taking it down there. But I do want to see it continue to, like, this would be like where I'm taking most of my profits, but I do want to see price drop down. Hold on. I do want to see price drop down to 1.17327. Like from here where we have the sell, I still want to see price come down to 1.17319. And so yeah, this is more what the trade realistically looks like for me. But just because these lows have yet to be broken, that's why I have it right here. Right, so I'm going to get into this trade, and I wouldn't mind, even if price did hit my stop loss, that's cool, because I'll just wait to see if it'll respect here next to potentially get back into another sell. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and take this sell right here. Again, guys, it's kind of risky because the US dollar, as you saw on the arbitrage indicator on the 1 hour time frame, it's calling for a sell. But if it does respect this level, then you could go ahead and get into the sell without having to really worry like that. And like I said, I'm okay with losing those 20 pips because I'm not really gonna use a huge lot size. Well, not even a lot size. I'm not risking. I'm using like the regular lot size, but I'm not going to be risking a lot of pips. So all right. That's for EURUSD. Let's go ahead and get to GBPUSD. Let's see how this fared out. And I wonder why it's taking forever to load up. Any moment now, TradingView. Thank you. And you see, this is how I know which TradingView that takes this long sometimes, because I just got new internet. I just got new internet speeds yesterday. So yeah. All right, remove those drawings. See what it do. GU is kind of the same thing. It looks like it wants to go bullish. I wouldn't be surprised if it came up here to 1.13800. So I'm gonna mark up right there. 13800. I would not be surprised if price came up this high. 1.31800. And again, this is why it's kind of risky to even try to sell EU right now. But like I said, I'm okay with taking that risk. But yeah, so GU, like I said, I won't be surprised if price came up to 1.31800 and then dropped. But I would rather prefer price to respect here, like it did previously, and then keep dropping. But the buy signal, the buy was called right here, break, retest, push to the upside. One of my students, he got into a buy, and I'm like, ooh, I like this buy, but I'm looking to sell right where his TP was, because his TP was where this zone I drew was at, which was a very good TP. So I'm looking to sell this right here, seeing what it's gonna do. I just don't like seeing that buy on the 1 hour, like I mentioned, on for the DXY, stuff like that, because DXY, if it's selling, then GU's gonna buy and all that stuff. So I do want price to respect this zone and then drop, but I'd rather just stay in EU and just let this push up to up here and then a drop back down. And then I think that it could even go lower than this, but I'm just waiting to see if what it's gonna do. And I want to see what the Fibonacci of this drop was. So, well, actually, I'm not gonna do it on here because it already has enough stuff. Let me go on to this chart, GBPUSD. All right. And so, yeah, I had drawn this out for a price to go up here, then drop last week, but it came up all the way this high. But I still kind of like this. Well, technically speaking, you could consider this is the zone that price is at. You can argue that, yeah. You can argue that's the zone that I drew. It's not even an argument. That is the zone that I drew. But that's not what I'm here for. I just want to see what the Fibonacci on this looks like. Yeah, for price, I don't even like it from where it's at right here. I'd rather price. Yeah, I'd rather for price to come up to the 61.8 at 1.31800 for it to drop, just like I mentioned. So, but I do like seeing where it's at right now, but I'd rather get it at 1.31800 for the sell. But if it respects where it's at right now for the drop, then hey, by all means, I'm not looking for that. That's not what I'm going to look. That's not what I'm going to get into. But if that's what you as a trader are looking for, then by all means. So yeah, definitely going to watch. But the volume is picking up, so I think that it is going to go bullish. So yeah, this is what I'm watching. Watching for price to come up here, respect at this level, or 1.3200, like right above it. Let me actually, yeah, or 1.31 right above it, and then a drop. That's what I'm looking for on GBPUSD. So this is my setup. This is the kind of setup that I'll be looking for. Let me see. Let me see what the risk to reward on this is. It's almost a 2, but 78 pips to risk, that's a lot for me. So I'll just put 50 pips. And I'm okay if price comes up here, hits my stop loss, and then drops. Like, I'll be fine with it, but I just like the risk to reward of how this looks way better, because this almost is a 1 to 3 risk to reward. So yeah, I'll be looking at like 1.3200 or 1.31800 as my entries. So that's for GBPUSD. Let's go ahead and switch out to AUDUSD. Again, I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. There we go. So let's see how that plays out though, because price could very well respect where it's at. The 4-hour, because the 4-hour RSI line is right there, so it could definitely respect right there. But I do like 1.3200 better, personally speaking. I hate how it doesn't catch all the keys that I'm pressing. It'll catch like 1 or 2, and then I'm like, well, now I have to go back. But they'll be able to fix that later. It's like a delay, if you will. All right, AUDUSD. Personally, I would still rather have price come back up here. 0.7200 for me to sell it. It's obviously over the RSI line on the 1 hour, so it looks like it could potentially buy, but it might not. It could always, do that on the like regular charts, what it will look like. But yeah, I'm looking at the 4-hour timeline. Let me actually hide all that. I actually want to see price, come back up to the RSI line, respect it if that's what it's going to do, or even, like I said, come to 0.7200, where the upper danger zone is at, and then continue its drop. That's what I would prefer. But for some reason, like I said yesterday, for some reason, I feel like price could potentially just come up all the way back to these highs at 0.72700. So I'm kind of iffy on AUDUSD, but I still want to see same old come up to 0.7200. I like that, and that's a bank level, and then for it to continue to the downside. Now I do know that it has this support that it needs to break through first for it to do that. So that's why I want that push up for it to gain some momentum, possibly even come up, like I said. Well, no, not even like I said. It's just I want it to come to the upper danger zone and then drop. Because if on the 4-hour it comes up there and then drops, that'll be better for me rather than getting it right. It's like a couple pips different, like 2 or 3 pips difference, but still, that's what I want to see. just on a regular chart, like I said, I don't know why, I just feel like, let me go on the daily on this side of the chart actually, so that I could explain myself a little better. So, do I want to keep that there? Yes, I do. But yeah, so price, it has these highs that it was at. Why did that not draw? There you go. So price has these highs that it was at, and it still hasn't breaking through these lows either. So I just feel like it's going to consolidate, go up here, then come back down here, then go up there, then come back down. That's why I'm kind of iffy on AUDUSD. But regardless of that, I still want to see on the 4 hour. Regardless of what I think might happen, it still would need to break this high, these current highs, or these like, well, I say current because this is just like from these past couple of days, but I still would want to see price come up here, even if it's all the way up here, or just that zone regardless, and then drop to come down to this zone, and even possibly, hold on, let me make this regular. Yes, so for price to come down to this zone right here, a little better, there you go, or even possibly to break these lows and continue going lower. But we still got to break here, so that's why I'm putting just it right there for now. So yeah, this is what I'll be looking for. Pretty short trade. Won't be risking much, just 20 pips or 20, 25. I'm okay with risking 25 pips. But yeah, I want to see price come up here first at 0.7200 for me personally, before I decide I want to get into this sell. So that's what I have for AUDUSD. And again, like I said, I just don't really care for the way how the 1 hour looks. It's been giving all sorts of fake outs right here, just a lot of fake outs. And I just rather see it climb up to 0.7200, that area, and then drop. So yeah, that's for AUDUSD, USDCAD. USDCAD. Let's see how this is looking. Okay, so USDCAD is in a very interesting spot for me. I like that 4 hour. This is what I was waiting for on the UCAD for the 4 hour. Got the breakout, and it looks like it's, oops. Look like it's coming to retest this 4 hour. This is what I like to see on it. And then also on the 1 hour, it looks like it's coming to retest the RSI line that's climbed up. 1 hour, I don't really care how it looks, but I like the 4 hour. Definitely am looking to buy UCAD right here at this level. I'll show what that would look like, but I do want to buy it right here. I like the breakout retest, almost retested the RSI line, but it's in that general area. So I'm looking for buys. I'm still looking bullish on USDCAD. I like this retest. That's why I didn't even try to trade it while it was up here with all this nonsense. Well, I mean, not all this nonsense, but it has to break this high in order for it to continue going to the upside, right? So that's for UCAD on arbitrage, but I'm definitely looking to buy. It needs to just respect this 1.31950 slash 1.31900 level, and then continue to the upside, right? And so looking at that on here, perfect. That's exactly where I want it. I have it lined up. I want it to, I just don't like the way that the candle looks, but yes, I would prefer if price came down. Let me get rid of this big ass box. There. I would want to see how price come down here. Realistically speaking, my preferred sell honestly would be right here, but that's a little too far down, too far down low. But I do like this zone, like just this zone in general, for price to respect and then go bullish, right? I would like to see price respect all of this right here, then go to the upside. Let me look on the 4-hour time frame. Yeesh, this did not play out well at all. But it's all good. That's what happens, right? Sometimes what you draw up might not happen. Sorry, just want to clean that up. All right. So yeah. And from the looks of it, price might not even get down there. But that's why I'll say we'll wait and see. Love this super bullish candle that we had on yesterday. So yeah, get the retest of this zone and then keep going to the upside. I would personally want to take price up to right here, 1.3300. That's exactly where I would love to take this buy up to, but it does need to break through these highs, and then obviously, well, this zone in general just needs to break through this zone where price respected at first. So yeah, but I do want to see price go bullish. If I were to set up for a buy, probably set it up for right here. Have my stop loss. I hate having my stop loss this low, but the risk to reward would be worth it. Yeah, it's one. It's a 1 to 2.28. It's a 1 to 2.80 risk to reward trade, and I like those type of trades. So yeah, I'd wait for price. I'd personally would wait for price to come down to 1.31200, so I could take it up to 1.3300. Now this is more of a kind of swing trade, if you will, but still, that's what I really want to see. And yeah, it matches up exactly with the what I want to see right here, 1.31200 being touched. Wait, hold on, let me get rid of this drawing as well. And yeah, so it matches up with the 4-hour right here as well. Same thing for me. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunate, but I just would rather be safe and put my stop loss right there to take this up to 1.3300. And it matches up basically exactly with how I drew it up on the regular charts, right? So I'm watching out for that. All right. In fact, let me take this a little lower because I do like taking trades when it's respecting this lower danger zone to the upside. So, but yeah, I'm looking for buys on UCAD. So that's with that. Let's go ahead and switch over to USDJPY. Okay, I don't know why Bitcoin popped up, but since we're here, I might as well look at it, right? I haven't taken a look at it in the past couple of, oh, well then, never mind. USDJPY did pop up, so this has already made its move. Oh wow, that's really bullish. Well, and that's good because with the analysis that I did last week, I had already mentioned that I was looking for USD JPY buys. Well, not last week, but on Sunday evening. So that's good. Up currently 17 pips on EU, so that's good. Good that we got into that trade. That was sniper actually. But yeah, so USD JPY. Let me see something real quick because I know I marked this up and has sent it out yesterday. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Never mind. So this has already made its move, basically. I'm not even going to look at UJ right now because it's already made its bullish move. Let's go ahead and go on to USDCHF. Tick tock, tick tock. And like I said, this is how I know that it's TradingView that takes forever because I just upgraded my Wi-Fi, my internet. I'm connected to the LAN, so it can't even tell me that it's me. Anyways, love what I'm seeing on the 4-hour time frame. Price came back down to respect this 4-hour RSI line. Just like on the DXY, it did call for the sell, but on the 1 hour, it came to the lower danger zone. So I'm looking for buys on USDCHF. I like seeing the buys right now. This is the type of trade scenario that I would look for right here. I'm still feeling the same way. Still feeling that price is going to go bullish to possibly even break out to the upside, retest, and go higher. But yeah, like I said, I like seeing this price getting respected right here. And so if I were to get into this trade, I would just be like, okay, I'm just going to have it so that right here would get 30 pips. Ugh. If this will drop a little lower, I would love to get into the trade like right around here so that I can get a better risk to reward setup. So yeah, that looks solid for me, like a 1 to 4.65 risk to reward trade. That looks good to me. But you also have to remember that price is on the 4-hour time frame over the RSI line. So that would be that would be better for me personally. I'm going to actually copy this. Copy. And let me go to UCAD or this chart and then USDCHF. Okay. And so this is the same chart that I had from last week that I posted in both the arbitrage and my group and my own personal group. And so it price dropped down to 70.71, then popped up. Looks perfect. But again, I would rather for the meantime, I'd want to get into if I'm gonna try to get into this buy still, I want to get into it right here. And then just have a small stop loss, like a 15 pip stop loss. Or not even 15 pips, but just lower than where it was at to take it up here back to these highs. But I do think that price could eventually break these highs and then make a higher high. And so that being said, this is definitely different risk to reward setup with 0.91683. right there. There we go. So yeah, I definitely like this setup a lot better than what I had it at. Yeah, that's solid. So this is what I would be looking for the sell, but I don't think that we might get this entry because like I said, mentioned it last week. Price came right here, moved up instantly, and so if we can get the 61 fib once more, then hey, that'll be excellent for a potential buy again. But I don't think that will happen. So we'll see how it plays out though. But again, this would be the safer, well, not safer, but a higher risk reward trade setup. But then looking over here at the 4-hour, you can just see that, oh, if price respected this RSI line, then you can go ahead and get into that. But your risk reward would shrink. Your risk reward will go from a 1 to 4 to now a 1 to 1. And so I personally don't like that, but my buy is still bullish. So it is what it is. You could put half your lot size at current price and put like a buy limit at 0.90636, and then just let the market do its thing. That's actually probably what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and go into USDCHF and set half of my lot size right here. So like, let's say for instance, I'm using a standard lot. I'm using a 1.00. So I'm going to use half of that and buy. So I'm going to use 0.50. I'm going to buy at current price. And then I'm going to set a buy limit at 0.90712 and 0.90500 is my stop loss. Then I'll place it, and then we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, that's for USDCHF. Other pairs, I'm going to go on to GBPAUD. I haven't even looked at GBPAUD since I did my analysis on Sunday. So let's see how that is looking. Probably did a crazy ass move. Trading view, why do you take forever? All right. So GA. I'm seeing a lot of consolidation right where it's, oh man, this would have been a good buy. And you see, again, wasn't paying attention, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Got the 4-hour buy and the 1-hour buy. Okay, that's cool. GA though on the 4 hours currently at this upper danger zone, so I'm gonna watch out for that. But from this sell, damn, we did respect that hella. From this sell right here, this was a good buy. Break, retest, upside. Currently respecting right there. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if price came back up to this upper danger zone. I wouldn't really be surprised to see that. I mean, we are bullish, like on the daily time frame even. It does say that GA is definitely it came up to the upper danger zone right here. But I do expect, I kind of expect price to, dang, it's been consolidating up here. It's been up here for a while now. And these are all calling for buys. So it'd be kind of risky to try to get into any type of sells or anything like that. But the only way that I would get into a buy as of right now is for price to break out, retest, and then keep going to the upside. But I would rather, if it does come back up here and respect the zone, to sell it down. But nothing's telling me to sell it right now. So I'm going to stay away from that. Let me go on to the regular charts, because we already basically missed this trade by like, what, 5-6 hours? Yeah. If I would have seen this at 12 a.m., which I was already asleep, then we could have potentially got into a good trade. But it is what it is, man. But let me go on to GBPAUD though. And see what it looks like on the regular charts. Come on now. There you go. I really hate how that takes so long to pop up. Not a fan at all. All right, so last week when we took this sell, I don't know how many of you guys remember me saying that, okay, I'm going to take all my profits right here because price came down at this zone and it respected. So this sell, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Last week was a good week, man. Last week was a real good week. But yeah, I still wouldn't be surprised if price came up to these highs right here. Let me actually take this up here. So right now our price is at the 61 fib from this drop. From all the way up here, price is at the 61.61 fib. I would rather it come up here at 1.83240 or 1.83250, whatever you want to call it, and respect there and for a drop. I'm actually going to get rid of, going to copy this actually. Get rid of the charts, then paste it back up. There we go. Although it didn't even do it exactly how I wanted, but sure. So from there to there. Okay. Well, actually, this is not how I want to do that. I want to do it this way. So if we're looking at it from a bullish point of view, which that's kind of what it's showing, price came down to the 78.6 and then it's going up. Honestly speaking, I don't even know how to look at GA right now because on the daily time frame, it's just been consolidating basically in this little zone. Well, not little, nothing on the daily is a little zone. But it does need to break through these highs in order for it to go bullish some more. So again, same as this, same as when I was seeing it on the arbitrage indicator. I need to see price break these highs, retest it, and then keep going to the upside if I'm looking for buys. That's for me personally. So, I don't know why I changed the time frame. Some people might be trying to catch that buy from right here, and I wouldn't blame them at all. That because it does look like a solid buy from right there. But basically, to me, let me draw this zone down here as well. Price still has to respect. It's in between these two zones on the daily right here. So it's kind of like it's not in no man's land necessarily, but it is at the same time because it's in between these two zones right here, right? And so if I'm going with this bearish move that just happened, well, not just happened, but it happened recently, I'd want that push up to the 61 fib to see if I'm gonna sell it to down here or 71 fib, like just this zone right here that you can see on the hourly. It's pretty visible. This zone right here. That's what I would want to see price come up to, respect the zone in general, and then drop down. if it's going to sell. But again, like I mentioned, price does need to break. Let me go on the 4-hour over here. But as I mentioned, price does need to respect up here at these highs if I'm gonna really sell it, like drop more. But as of right now, not looking to sell GA by any means. Look at the 4-hour candle. We have a big engulfing candle, then another candle to the upside. This is gonna definitely get up here by the end of the day. I won't be surprised even if it came all the way up here to this 1.83893 area. I won't be surprised at all. So we'll see how that plays out. But I am definitely looking to see how price would end up rejecting or breaking this zone at 1.83500 area right over here. So that's for GA, EURAUD. All right. In fact, since I'm just on the naked chart, I'll just do my chart up on EURAUD right here real quick and then go see what arbitrage is talking about. And prices reject. Oh, man. Price is dropping on EA. But I guess like Euro GBP is probably bearish right now. Well, EA, if I would have seen this 3 hours ago, I would have said that I'm looking for sales. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. Go on to the daily time frame on this side real quick. See what it's doing. And same thing, you see, and this is why I'm saying same thing for GA. Price needs to respect, well, not respect, but price needs to break these highs in order for me to buy it. This is the only way that I'd buy this. See? And then that's the only way that I'd be buying EURAUD at this point. It needs to break this. It needs to break this zone. Last time it came up here in June, it did drop. So that's the reason why I'm like, kind of not feeling this. Kind of not feeling the buy right now. If it breaks through this, then sure, I definitely could get into that buy. But until then, it's a no-go for me. But it looks like price has just been consolidating in between these two zones. So, and price is already like dropped down and it's basically almost there. It's like halfway there on the 1 hour. But yeah, this has already kind of made it's kind of already did its thing. Let me see what this fib from right here to right there looks like. It looks like it's at the 61 right now. Yeah, 71%. So, so if this was to go bullish, I would expect it to go bullish sometime around right now. But again, I don't think it is going to go bullish as of yet. I think it's probably going to come back down to this. Oh, well, look how that matches up. The 1.618 extension right here. That's kind of where I expect price to go down to. But I would definitely not be surprised if price just respects right here and then goes bullish. That would be more ideal. But like I said, as we can see on the daily time frame, this is definitely in bearish territory. Like this is hella bearish. So we'll need to wait and see how this plays out. But I'm not trying to look for any trades right here. But again, as I mentioned, if you want to look for a buy, price, you just need to see price respect right here at this 71% fib where it's currently at, and then take it to the upside and wait for that breakout. Let's go back onto the RB, Euro, of course. AUD. Come on now. Don't be shy. See, and yet I could use all the other things on my computer, but yet TradingView wants to act brand new. Caps lock. Why is it doing that? See it. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's try it one more time. Euro AUD. Try that one more time. And if it doesn't pop up, then I'm just going to go back to the other chart and just mark up from there. But all right, well, I don't know why it's taking forever just to load up this simple thing. But yeah, Euro AUD, like I mentioned, if it respects the 71% fib, I'm looking. If it respects this 71% fib, I'm looking to take it bullish. But me personally, I'd rather just wait for the breakout retest to see if price is going to do that, or if it's going to come back down to these lows at 1.63950, or basically 1.63400, and then go bullish again. So that's what I'm watching for on that. I'm going to just reset that. And we'll look at Euro AUD on the arbitrage once that loads up. Let's go on to Euro GBP. Okay, and this is taking forever as well. So maybe it's the TradingView thing, because clearly this is definitely not trying to do what I needed to do. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to prove it and see if it's me or... Yeah, bro. It's TradingView, because look, pop up to a different website, works out perfectly fine. Obviously, there's no news today, so nah, yeah. I don't know what's going on with TradingView right now. I might have to cut this short, guys. Well, not cut it short, but I might have to cut this off because this is not loading up at all. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut this short, but because I was just going to do a couple more pairs, but apparently that's not price. I mean, apparently TradingView doesn't want to do any of that right now. But yeah, I've already gone over the DXY, EURUSD, GBPUSD, AUDUSD, USDCHF, UCAD. I've gone over a lot of pairs. Like I've gone over at least 10 pairs, and I'm not trying to overtrade because out of those 10 pairs, I'm realistically only going to trade 3 of them. So thanks for checking out this analysis. I'll go ahead and post up the recording as soon as it's done converting. And this, I actually kind of like this buy. But yeah,